Okay, good morning guys. So today's assignment will be chapter 4, lesson 1, part 4. This is the end of lesson 1. If you need to go back into any of the videos, once again, they will be posted on YouTube forever pretty much. So I will not take those down. So you can go back and always look over stuff, especially when you're doing like test review. This is going to be great. So you'll see the assignment like this and you'll click on the link that will be right here. Okay. I am once again logged into Mariana's Gmail. So if you go, you've noticed that I've shared a PowerPoint with you. So you're going to click on that PowerPoint. Okay, and it will pull up and it will look like this, and it'll actually show quiz. You're not taking a quiz. We're going to go over the answers that you had from your quiz on Friday. So you guys, for the most part, did really good. So good job, guys. I'm still waiting on a couple of you, so please make sure that if I requested for you to resubmit your quiz, you go over it and stop the video so that you at least get a good chance to see how you're doing on stuff. It is honor system, so if you do it with the answers, well, I wouldn't know, but it would be better if you try it on your own first. Okay, so we're going to start at slide 4. You can skip over the first 2 slides. So we're going to start on slide 4. Okay, and actually, I'm going to have to change the slide, so ignore that. But start on slide 4, and your first problem was 136 divided by 6. So if you said between 22 and 23, and about 23, you are right. So if you notice, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to list my multiples. And remember, how we figure out where we start is you can take 136, right, and put the problem first. So we would put the problem, then we would take 6 times 10. Well, that gets you 60. So that's not really too close to 136. Let's try to find another one. 6 times 20, we get 120, right? 6 times 30, we get 180. So we know that 136, which is our number right there, is going to fall in between 120 and 180. So we'll be listing multiples of 6 between 20 and 30. Okay, so I made my chart. And so on all of these, I went up to 25. And then I noticed that 136 had already been passed. So if you notice right here, 136 follows in between 22 and 23, right? 132 and 138. So it would be between the multiples of 22 and 23. And the number it is closest to is 138. And remember, if you can't figure that out just in your head, you would just take a number line and you would start at 132. Okay, and list all the numbers: 133, 134, 135, 136. That's my number right there, right? That I got to check. 137. And then you would stop at the one that it's in between, 138, right? So we're looking for this one and this one. Which was the closest to? Well, if I count starting at 132, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines there, right? So I can even write that to remember. And then here it's 1, 2. 1, 2 before I hit 136. Okay, so it would be closest to 138, which would make it right here at 28. It would be about 23. Okay, moving on. So if you got that one, great job. If not, then hopefully you see where you did your mistake. Now let's move on to 95 divided by 3. Okay, so once again, this is a little bit bigger number, especially for the 3 multiples. So let's double check how we would figure this out. Let me erase my board really quick. Sorry if my camera's moving around. Okay, so your answer should have been between 31 and 32, about 32. Okay, how did I know where to start? Well, once again, take the problem, go 95 divided by 3, right? Okay, and we take 3 times 10 is equal to 30, right? Sorry, my marker. If you noticed, Ivy had some fun with it the other night, and I didn't realize that, so that's what I get on a dry erase marker. I'm gonna have to order some of those. Okay, our next one is going to be 3 times 20. 3 times 20 is going to be 60. We're not quite where we need to be yet. Okay, so this one's obviously gonna be cut out. We're not gonna start at 10. How about let's try 3 times 30. It's gonna be 90. We're super close to 95, but have we went over it? Not yet. So we'll cross out 3 times 20. Let's go on to 3 times 40. that equals 120. Okay, so we know 95 is definitely going to fall in between 90 and 120. All right, so we can start listing them. So we'll start at 30. 30 times 3 is 90, 93, 96. Whoops, already went over 95. So if you even stopped right there, cool. You don't have to go any further. So once again, our number fell between 31 and 32. Okay, and it was about 32. Okay, right? 95 is way closer to 96 than it is 93. Okay, and that you should be able to tell without having to do a number line. If you have to do a number line, you can do it. Not telling you not to, but you can go ahead and do it. Okay, it might just be too much time that you're spending on that. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. So for your next bit, I would say get some note paper, okay, and a pencil. You will need your big book. And try to find something that you can use as counters. So you might have to be a little creative here. Your next assignment is, we're really getting a little bit more into division, and it might be good for you to see visuals. So I went into Ivy's room and I borrowed all these really cool big beads that she has, right? So you might want to try these ones. Okay, something like that. But if you don't have something like that, beans would work. You can ask Mom, and I doubt right now is the time you would want to take beans from them, but you can do beans, you can do little cubes, you can do army men if you have them. It is going to be whatever you want to get creative with. So I would pause the video right here if I were you. Go get those supplies. So once again, it's a notebook, notebook paper, sorry, a pencil, anything you can use as counters. And your big book, because that's going to be your assignment today. If you're coming back into the video, I'm going to show you that at the bottom of the PowerPoint, so slide number 6 has your assignment for today, okay? So it tells you watch the rest of the YouTube video, then do chapter 4, lesson 2, page 149, numbers 1 through 10, 3A through D in your big book. Please, please, please use a separate sheet of notebook paper to show all your work. Okay, please show all your work. This is the only way you're going to get better at division. Division will require you to show a lot of work on this, okay? So please take the time and do that. And also, once you complete it, make sure that you're taking a picture of your work and submitting it. This is what your homework assignment's going to look like tonight. So it's this page in your big book. Okay? All right, now let's move on. Let's get started on some problems so then you can see the practice work that we're doing. Okay, so for today, if I was doing, you're going to see the following directions, right? Use counters. And you might want to write this on your notebook paper. So it says use counters to find the quotient Remember, quotient is the answer, right, to your division problem. And remainder. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to stop the video right here, and I will restart it. And I'm going to put this into your PowerPoint, but I will restart it with a new video, so you'll have 2 parts to this video. Okay, so this is the end of part 1. Part 2 will start, or else I won't have enough time on this video.